Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another Wealthsimple TFSA trade portfolio update. I didn't do an update yesterday because I figured today is a holiday. Well, it's a holiday in Canada, it's Remembrance Day, and I for some reason thought the markets would be closed, but they're open. So we're going to do this update. You might see fluctuations in pricing, but I wanted to get this update out for this week. I always like to do a midweek update on the channel as well as a weekend update to show how the portfolio did over the week. If you are new to the channel, don't forget you can always hit that subscribe button down below. The subscribers are growing. We are just over 400. We're trying to get to 500 by the end of this month. It'd be great to have you join on. Let's just jump right into the TFSA trade portfolio, and we have a new ETF that I've purchased, so we'll show you that as well. All right, here we are in the TFSA Wealthsimple trade portfolio. We're using the app as always for this, and the numbers are going to be off a little bit because I just did a deposit yesterday. So you'll see my update here. It's showing down $460 for the day. It is not, thankfully. It always seems to take a day or two to reconcile when you do a deposit. So I did a deposit for $500. We'll get into that in a little bit here. We'll go through the holdings that we have so far, how they're doing today. The markets is open, so you're going to see these prices fluctuate. But we'll go through it and then we'll show you the new ETF that I purchased. BEP.UN. This one is doing quite well actually this week. We are up today 0.25%, up 809, 2.86% on 6 shares, which is kind of nice to see. That one was kind of down for a little bit, but it's nice to see it coming back up. Brookfield Renewables. CMC, this one again, this is our long-term hold, not doing very great, but it is up today, which is always nice to see. It seems to kind of go up and down, but no big gains by any means. We are down quite a bit on this one, unfortunately, but a long-term hold, we're not going to be selling. You're only down when you sell, and this was purchased as a long-term investment anyways. So, and it's not a big position in my TFSA, so not too worried about that. The next one, ETC. This is the new ETF that I purchased. This is the Evolve Cryptocurrencies ETF. Now I wanted to diversify my portfolio a little bit with some cryptocurrencies. Wealthsimple does have a separate crypto trade section on their app. You can definitely go in there and research, but the downside of that is the cryptocurrencies are doing quite well in the last couple years, and any gains you make on that, obviously if it's outside of a TFSA, you're going to be paying taxes on your gains. So I wanted to get some cryptocurrency exposure in my TFSA, tax-free, hopefully make some gains on this. So I did my deposit for the month. I did $500, which is kind of what we're doing for our regular deposits in the channel. So for my November deposit was $500, and I put it basically into 30 shares of the Evolve Cryptocurrency ETF. This is a combination of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Definitely do your due diligence and research if you're wanting to invest in a cryptocurrency ETF or cryptocurrencies together. Tons of videos on YouTube about that. So we have 30 shares. We are down a little bit. We're up today. This is something that is going to fluctuate quite heavily. So be prepared for that type of volatility in the market, I think, for this. So definitely do your due diligence. We have 30 shares. We'll see how this one does. Again, long-term hold for that. Next one, Greenlane Renewables. Greenlane is doing quite well. They had their earnings come out and they are actually making money now, which is nice to see. So it was up quite a bit, up 3.7% today. We're at $1.68 a share. We have 300 shares and we are up now 11.27%. Total return, $50.74. That's nice to see with Greenlane Renewables. If you're looking for a renewable natural gas company to invest in, you might want to take a look at that one and do a bit of research and see if you wanted to go into this stock as well. But happy with that one. REI.UN Real Estate Investment Trust. This one is our real estate REIT, and we have still 25 shares, up 8.47%. Total return $44.20 on our 25 shares. This one does quite well. Kind of happy with how our R is done. We'll keep adding to this position as well. R&W, this was down. They had some issues, like I said in my last video, with some foundations on one of their wind farms, but it seems to be coming back up. I unfortunately put all my money into another ETF, but it's nice to see TransAlta Renewables coming back up. They will also be giving out their regular monthly dividends like always. So we have 25 shares. We are down a little bit, $30.77, which is 6.15%, but I think we'll start to kind of grow back. It always seems to come back to around the $20 mark. Not too worried about that. Again, a long-term investment. Solar Alliance Energy, this one, again, another long-term. This is our solar energy investment. We have 300 shares of this, very small position on the portfolio. We are down 34.10%, but that's okay. We're just going to let that one sit. A lot of times when I have a little bit of extra funds, when I can't purchase a whole stock on something, I will usually throw and buy one or two of that stock. I haven't for a little bit, but that's something that I would normally do and just kind of see what happens. We're not putting a big chunk of our savings in that by any means. Slate Office Real Estate Investment Trust. This one is our office real estate REIT. We have 40 shares of this. I did purchase another 2 shares of this just because I had a dividend come in from one of the ETFs, VFV, so that was nice to have. So I purchased 2 shares of that. So we have 40 shares. We're down 1.88%, 3.96, but that's fine. This again, long-term hold, and we're going to be receiving our monthly dividends from SOT.UN. Telus doing okay. We're down a little bit today. Let's just see here, 28.88. But we are still up. We're up 3.25% on Telus, another regular dividend earner on that one. So 15 shares of total value, $433.65. Happy with that one. We'll keep slowly buying Telus as well. Our last 2 ETFs, so as total now we have 3 ETFs in the portfolio. We have VDY, which is our Canadian High Dividend Yield Index ETF. This one should actually, I'm thinking the dividends might actually kind of improve a little bit. There was a bit of news with the banks in Canada able to start to increase their dividends and do share buybacks. So I think we'll see some increasing dividends from the financial institutions in Canada, which VDY has kind of a bit heavily weighted on Canadian banks as well. So we have 35 shares of that, total value $14.99.05 right now, up 8.97%. That's nice to see on VDY. Our last one is Vanguard S&P 500. I'm happy I bought this one. We'll continue to purchase this one as well. This is the S&P 500 Index ETF, and there's been some good comments on this. If you, there's a few other investors. If you check out some of the comments in some of the other videos, there's some other, not Vanguard, but there's some other ETFs that are available which kind of mimic this as well that you might want to check out. Just go through, read those comments. There's some great suggestions from other people. As always, do your own research, but it's nice to see the community sharing this info. We have 16 shares. We're up today, which is nice. It's always nice when it's up. Total return 6.0%, 94.88 on VFV, which is nice. So let's go through. We have a little bit left to trade. We're not looking to buy anything today. This again is showing we're down for the day. That's because I did a deposit yesterday. It takes a day to kind of reconcile, but we can look at the week. In the past week, we are up $12.06. It's always good to be up, but the past month we're doing quite well, 4.14%, up to 46.61 in total, and 3 months all told we were up 46.20. So you can see we've been kind of getting back up this last month with some gains. Greenlane Renewables has definitely been helping that out a little bit. And then our 1 year, this is our 1 year return. We've been going since April. So it's up 184.60, 3.07%. Not too bad for a portfolio that has just started, I don't think. And our all-time is going to be the same, 184.60. We have not been going for longer than a year. So that is nice to see. Grand total 6207.33 as we speak. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you've made it this far and you aren't subscribed to the channel, as always, it's appreciated if you subscribe. It really helps the channel out. If you like the video, you go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It definitely helps that YouTube algorithm get this out to other small-time investors like ourselves if you're watching this. And we will see you all in the next video.